Hi, this is Keith. I run this channel, Keith Trimm Art. Used to be called Keith Trimm Dragon Art. I'm trying a little different video this time. I got a different camera set up. But I want to show you some art and talk about my art. Scratch my nose. Right behind me here is a painting I did a couple years ago about a hornbill. It's a hornbill bird. Only I changed a whole bunch of it. If you notice, there's all kinds of things on that hornbill bird that don't come on hornbill birds. And that's kind of the theme of all my artwork. I take animals, monsters, whatever, and I change them up and make them my own and make them different. And I'm going to run some paintings in this section right here. And I'm recording this part first, so I don't know what's going to come up. So I'm just going to talk about in general about what I do. And what I do is I go on Google, like everybody does, and I find interesting looking pictures of animals, and I try to find ways to change them up. Color-wise, I like to put lots of horns on things. I like to make them look angry and like monsters. I used to call these things my monster paintings. I got probably about 25 of them. I got a whole book right over here full of watercolors. Most of what I do is acrylics. That's an acrylic painting. I went to the thrift store, bought myself a canvas, covered it in gesso. I used my projector to put my original drawing on there, and then I just take that and I have fun with it. The whole purpose of what I do is to be creative. I'm not trying to reproduce the world as it is. I'm not a huge fan of hyper-realistic art. I don't even think it is art. I think it's good skill. It's a good skill level. But there's not a lot of imagination in there. My artwork is all about my imagination. And I want to talk about art in general. Because, with AI art, I've done several videos on AI art and how I love it. And, art, when I was in high school, I thought I was going to be an artist. I went to college to be an artist, went to university to be an artist. And I knew way, way, way back in those days I would never be an artist. I knew there was no money in it. But I had to get out of the house and do something, so I pursued that. But now it's even less important. And there's a reason why. AI art sucks. I don't like it. I think it steals. Everybody knows. You all know it steals art. It steals music. It steals writing. It steals everything. So why does it matter? It matters because human beings create art. Go back 30,000 years to the caves. Maybe that was started off as communication, but cave art is beautiful, and it's art. If for some reason human beings must have liked it, or they wouldn't have created it. So it's in our genes. We're destined to make art. And for some reason, when I was younger, I got on an art binge, and I never got off of it. I also went into music, photography, writing, the whole spiel. I'm the only person in my family who does this kind of stuff. I don't know anybody else who does. I don't know why it got to me, but it did. But my biggest complaint, I think, nowadays, since art's basically dead, is that most people, and I think probably most, just don't care. Why should you create art or music when you can go onto a computer and just make it that way? Just steal from people who created art, feed it into a computer, let it chew it up, and spit it back out, and you just killed off the livelihoods of everyone. And most people just don't care. The audience sucks. I'll tell you a little story. Back in the days when I was in college, I played in a band. And I remember how hard I tried to make sure I looked good, like I knew what I was doing, so I could impress my audience so they would be entertained. Not realizing at the time that most of those people didn't even care. As long as they could hear the music, recognize the vocals, and sing along with it, they were happy. But the guys plucking the strings, and I pluck strings, the guys banging on the drums, unless they were doing the flippy things, it didn't matter, because that's just basically dancing. Most bands dance on stage anyway. So it's the, I hate to say this, it's the audience that has, for me personally, ruined what I do. Now, I enjoy art. I enjoy watching art channels on YouTube. I enjoy learning, and I hope you enjoy what I'm putting up here on the screen here. Like I said, I don't know what's coming up, but it's all my stuff. It's either watercolor or it's acrylics. Watercolor is basically just watered down acrylics anyway, or it's a lot of ink wash and pencil work. And it matters to me. I hope it matters to you. If you're watching my channel, I hope you made it this far. I have lots and lots of tutorial and demonstration videos on this channel if you'd like to watch. And if you made it this far, I do appreciate if subscribe if you want. Go through my playlist and have a good day.